I've found where a lot of human beings get caught, and I was in this state myself a long time ago before I started on the whole meditation thing and mantra and all this magical path that I've been on for a while now. But a place where a lot of people get lost is that they assume too much about themselves. You know, they assume that they know themselves, you know, like a person that's in absolute suffering, or maybe they're okay. They've got a decent level of happiness in their life, but they assume a lot of things about that happiness. They assume that that experience they're having is the highest experience they can have. And then in order to create a higher experience, they have to do something different outside themselves in order to increase that experience. See, they need to get more money, they need to get a relationship, they need to get a different sort of environmental situation, or maybe they need to travel the world. You know, they need to do something, okay? So assumption is really the commonality here, you know? It's the assumption that you know yourself in the deepest level and that there's not another layer that is actually causing some sort of spiritual stagnation, right? So a very powerful thing to know, no matter how happy you are. This is a very beautiful thing. No matter how happy you are, no matter how blissful you are, there can be another level of this. You know, one teacher described it to me in this way a long time ago. That yes, at one point I had this beautiful experience, this amazing opening, this psychedelic experience inside me, and then I thought I'd finally made it. And then he said, you know, a year or two later, then he had another psychedelic experience, but this one was even greater than the first one. And he's like, oh, I finally made it. This keeps going. I mean, I've had so many experiences after the awakening and after the supposed aha moment that, yeah, this is a beautiful path. You keep on expanding, you keep evolving. It doesn't just stop, right? So being open is really the key. Being open to the fact that there is something else even more beautiful you haven't discovered about yourself. It's a really great thing to know is that there are layers within you. There are so many divine layers that you never have to stop. You never have to stop evolving. Just keep allowing, keep doing the practice, and never assume to know yourself. Because the only one that knows you, the only one that will assume this is the mind. The mind will say, oh yeah, I know, I've had that experience. Well, the experiences are still happening through the mind. The mind is the grand filter, right? So a powerful process is to never empower the mind by assuming you know the totality of you. By just allowing whatever to unfold, you know? Even if it's suffering. Another layer. Okay, I'll let that unfold. And then something even more grand will show itself. In its own timing, of course. There's always that practice of letting go of control, isn't there? So yeah, you can gain a tremendous amount of wisdom and a tremendous amount of happiness by not assuming anything about yourself. You're allowed to think some things. I'm not saying you can't, but don't assume that that's the whole picture. Don't assume that that's the entirety of you, because there are so many more levels that can be revealed in time. Now, certain satsang people will say, no, the state is always there. Yes, but I'm speaking about the person experiencing the state, the ego. Your ego will experience this same state of everything differently as it evolves. After all, the only thing that can be enlightened is the mind. Who you are already is enlightened. So what we're doing is we're enlightening the mind, we're enlightening the divine vehicle, we're enlightening the physical body. So as we're enlightening this, the experience of this state of things will change. And one practice is not assuming that one state is the final state. So thanks for watching. Take care for now.